What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Badlands Backlogs for our very first video review for AstroBot on PS5. AstroBot rapidly became my most anticipated title this year once it was announced a few months back, and it has gone above and beyond expectations, nailing down level design, solid platforming gameplay, new twists and special abilities you unlock along the way that really take full advantage of the PlayStation 5's DualSense controller. And just overall, I fully expect Astrobot to be my game of the year when that time comes in a few months. But for now, let's dive into the review. Astrobot begins with a callback to one of his debut adventures, having Astro's PS5 spaceship attacked by the green alien final boss you may remember from Rescue Mission. This encounter scatters all of Astro's friends and parts of his ship across the galaxy. Luckily, with the help of Astro's new dual speeder, you'll be exploring 6 galaxies and over 80 levels, rescuing bots, collecting puzzle pieces, and discovering secrets along the way. Callouts from titles such as God of War, Uncharted, Ape Escape, Resident Evil, and my personal favorite Sly Cooper, as well as surprising titles like Ark the Lad and Flower, can be seen represented as bots in need of rescue. At the surface, these fun cameos help pay homage to the extensive catalog of PlayStation, but some of them actually have their own dedicated worlds to play through. The diversity of levels throughout the game with these special appearances doubles down on PlayStation-centric nostalgia, calling back to some of their greatest hits, if you will, from the past 30 years. One instance we'll stick with, as it's been featured in trailers, is Kratos Bot. His level looks like it was pulled right from Ragnarok, but given an Astrobot coat of paint on top. Deep, bellowing vocals boom throughout the level, but with an upbeat, funky twist. Freya's Turtle House and Jormungandr are both here, but as bots. I also hope you didn't lose your skill in keeping an eye out for Odin's Ravens in the years past. The care and respect for the original IP doesn't end with Easter eggs scattered about. You also gain the powers or tools from their respective worlds. The Leviathan Axe is here in all of its glory and works how it does proper, with its use in combat and in puzzles, freezing platforms and helping you traverse the level. Continuing on the theme of the variety of these levels, which are highlighted themselves with their fresh takes on thematic ideas, deserts, snowy tundras, vibrant beaches, it's all here. There is always something new and fun scattered about to catch your eye. Team Asobi was able to make everything blend together, and nothing really feels out of place. Running through a casino floating in space, using a clock to slow down time, allowing you to platform across poker chips and darts feels just as normal as navigating through a graveyard and castle, illuminating your path with a large light bulb in hand. No two levels feel exactly the same, but outside of the previously mentioned character levels, there weren't any that particularly stood out to me as the level to showcase an Astrobot. However, that's due to each level succeeding at showcasing off a new tool, gameplay mechanic, or mastery. This wider lineup of worlds means Astro has come equipped with a larger lineup of tools and gadgets to assist with combat and exploration. While not heavily combat focused, there are more bosses than you'd probably expect here. Basic moment-to-moment fights are still present, but are more of a road bump than anything, unless being used to complete a puzzle afterwards. There are a handful of abilities that are only used a few times in the grand scheme of things. Other tools, such as the frog gloves, which let you attach to sticky surfaces and grab onto enemies, or a rocket-propelled chicken to help you reach areas out of reach, show up in multiple levels, however. None of these new tools overstay their welcome, but I would have liked to see some of the less common ones be implemented a bit more than they currently are. At first glance, the cover may give the appearance of another game designed specifically for children, which isn't totally out of line, but in my experience, Astrobot goes beyond the seemingly simplistic childlike design and creates something that appeals to all ages. Whether you're a PlayStation alumni with years of experience with these titles, or want to test your platforming skills on some of Astrobot's hidden levels, you will find enjoyment here. There's something for everybody. There's not really a difficulty curve in the main story as you progress, but As I was playing through the main levels and started to feel myself getting too comfortable with what I was doing, I would venture off to one of the bonus levels and find myself rightfully humbled by the increased challenge they offered. I've already seen a community of people online form around these challenges, aiming for the best and fastest times to unlock these bots hidden within. Playing through AstroBot is something that really needs to be experienced firsthand to believe, and I wish more games took the time to use these features. In a time where games are all too focused on getting the most money out of players and studios focusing on live service games, AstroBot is a breath of fresh air that helped me remember why I love games. I grew up with 3D platformers. I grew up with Mario. I grew up with Banjo Kazooie. Seeing one of these released now with a full marketing plan behind it and support has felt wild but welcome. I hope the industry as a whole looks at the level of care and love that's gone into Astrobot and expands into more unique ideas going forward. Astrobot, for now, I'm preparing to dive back in and round up any remaining bots I missed on my first playthrough. But I'm proud to announce that Astrobot is receiving Badlands Backlog's very first official 10 out of 10.